Yo, what's up? This gonna be an early video because I'm feeling a little under the weather. Um, I talked to a couple of people and they sound like a sinus infection cause around the bridge of my face, my nose or whatever, and around my eye area is like a pain, like a headache. It usually occur when I lay down or anything. Like when I'm standing up walking, it feel fine. And then, in the other videos, the last couple of videos, I was sneezing and everything and blowing up snot. And I talked to some people at work. Well, I ain't went to work today. They just hit me up to see what I went on today. And also, I knew a nurse. Um, so I asked her like, what I got these symptoms. I thought it was the corona. I actually went. They offering free corona testing. Cause the headache kind of started Saturday, like Friday to Saturday, and it was real bad Saturday and Sunday. But like when I go to the gym and whatnot, I don't feel anything. But when I like lay down or like lay, whatever, I started feeling pain, around my eye area, like the upper eye area to the temple. So I asked some people, and they were saying maybe sinuses, you know, because I'm feeling fine other than that. So so I just tied it up to that. So I went and got some sinus medicine for pain, because I looked at a little picture on the box, and they had like, they highlight the areas where the pain will come from, and it's the same area where they had on the box, that the area I'm experiencing. You know, hold on for 1 second. Alright, I'm back. But so I went and got some medicine today, and I went because I was hungry today, and so I ate some lunch. I ain't feel like cooking, so I went and ate something. Went and got something to eat, and then I took some sinus pill. Then I fell asleep around one something, you know. And I woke up. It feeling a little better. They said take the things every 4 hours, so I take one again before I go to bed, you know. And like I said, like when I'm walking around and going places, I feel fine. I thought it was the coronavirus at first, and I actually went to the line to get tested. I may still do, but I read the symptoms, and other than the pain I'm feeling around the area, everything I feel fine everywhere else, you know. So I'm gonna see how this goes, and if I feel this way by the end of the week, then I'm gonna go get tested or whatever. But relatively, I ain't really interact with anybody. I mean, people came over. Person came over a couple of days ago. Uh, why mute? But other than that, I pretty much ain't been interacting with anybody. Because I've been off since Friday. So I don't think it's that. But I'm just gonna take these signs, because I never thought, when I think of signs, I think of like constantly sneezing and stuff like that. But it may be sinus because it only just happened in one little area. Like my whole head ain't hurting, you know. So I'm gonna take these that medicine, that medication, and see what the deal is with that, you know. Cause around 4 years ago, I thought that my eyes was, as far as my family goes, like the only people that I knew that wore glasses was my grandmother. But that was later on in life for her. I don't think she wore any, when she was younger, you know. But everybody else, as far as eyesight, was fine. They were reading. My granddad wore reading glasses, growing up, but he was in the 80s and stuff. So other than that, he ain't wearing the glasses. So around 4 years ago, I thought that my eyes were going bad. Yeah, we gonna hear it. So I went to the doctor. I summed it up to I was drinking the reason why my eyes were hurting and my headache, I was getting headache because I was drinking Starbucks store bought iced coffee. Cause once I stopped, I ain't never had any more problems like that. Yeah, I heard some undisputed today. Scotty, now anybody with sense know that J.R. Smith ain't no good replacement for no Avery Bradley, but Shannon Sharp thought it was. You know, the drunk J.R. Smith, he's talking about something. He get that move a A. Because J.R. Smith a LeBron lover and Shannon Sharp a LeBron lover, so of course he gonna give it a A. But in reality, it's an F. Okay, J.R. Smith is a drunk. He erratic. Okay, and he ain't gonna be the reason why they lose. But Skip Bayless hit the nail on the head. He said when they lose, they're gonna blame it on J.R. Smith. Of course, they gotta blame it on any. Even listen, the LeBron lover didn't even blame LeBron for him losing in 2011. And if you saw the game, you know good and well that it was LeBron the reason why the Heat lost. The LeBron lovers still didn't blame him. They blame it on he was deferring. He wasn't the leader of the team. I don't think so. They pretty much saying only thing Wade had to do is to say you were the leader, and then he would have played good all of a sudden. That didn't make any sense. Anything not to blame, because I don't think Isaiah ever blamed LeBron in them videos. He could miss a stone cold a game winning shot. He could miss it. He'll blame other people. The stupid. He'll say stupid coaching. This player screwed up in the first quarter or something like that. And LeBron, they don't blame anybody. They gonna blame J.R. Smith. They probably did. That's probably why they got him. Cause LeBron rationalizing it. He said, "Look, man, I ain't gonna beat Kawhi Leonard and Dame. In the playoffs, I ain't gonna be able to beat them. So I need somebody. See, because I need somebody to blame. So I'm gonna blame J.R. Smith because according to what they were saying today, J.R. Smith didn't play in 2 years, pretty much. So they go blame, he didn't play. He went he didn't play in about 2 years, and he caused the team to lose. I heard they got Dion Waiters or something. I don't know what that's about, but they got him too. So they go blame those two. More specifically, they go blame J.R. Smith, okay? And that's who they're gonna blame. So I can't wait to hear it. Shannon Sharp go blame J.R. Smith or Anthony Bennett Jr., or the coach, the Dwight Howard ain't playing apparently, so they can't blame him. They can't blame Avery Bradley. Well, in a way, they gonna blame him. The LeBron lovers, they gonna say, "Oh, he should have played. He should have played." So they're gonna blame J.R. Smith. They're pretty much that why they got him. Okay, cause he don't play defense like no Avery Bradley. Okay, so they got him just to blame him when they lose to Dame versus the Trailblazers, or if they look up and what's going on, or if they look up and beat Memphis. If Memphis maintain the 8 seed and they beat them, they're gonna lose to the Clippers. Okay, so in the team they beat, in the team they lose again, they gonna blame J.R. Smith or Anthony Bennett Jr. or the coach or Kyle Kuzma. You know, well, he's not gonna choke against he's not gonna choke against the role player. I put that on everything. If he gonna choke later, but he ain't gonna choke versus the role player. You could take that to the bank. Okay. He ain't gonna choke the damn in the East. I wonder who the front runners of the East. We so focused on the West that the East, the Raptors, the Bucks, you know, the Raptors still got a pretty good team, because of not Kyrie, because of Kawhi Leonard teachings. You know, see, LeBron Love. That's what happens when y'all say he make everybody better. See, if I want to learn something, I want to learn it so I can apply this even when you ain't there, and that's what Kawhi Leonard did. Okay, the Raptors didn't miss a beat. They number 2. He could beat. Listen, now it's LeBron we talking about. Now if it was Jordan, then no, but it's LeBron. Okay, if JJ Barea beat him, think about this. If JJ Barea posted him up and boxing him out, Dame could do it. Okay. And the East, Kawhi Leonard, he taught the Raptors how to win. Well, he didn't really teach them how to win, because that's a dumb statement. That's the statement they use versus LeBron, when LeBron, he need to learn how to win. I said, well, he been playing basketball for over 10 years, 15 years. He don't understand the concept on how to win. So Kawhi, he taught Siakam is an all-star, okay? And Siakam was the MVP candidate the first part of the year, all because Kawhi Leonard, he taught them, he got them all out of that losing mentality. Oh, we can't beat nobody, we can't make it over the hump. And Kawhi Leonard got there and showed them that they can. And guess what? They used that lesson now, and they're number 2 seed. Okay, they ain't miss a beat. And the Bucks, they number 1. Giannis laid an egg in the Eastern Conference Finals. But I doubt it'll happen. And the Celtics, they number 3. With Kemba Walker them. So that's a threat. The Heat, I thought the Heat were gonna be at the bottom. To be honest, I just thought Jimmy Butler just went there. Yeah, he got drugged by JJ Barea. So if he got drugged by him, about what Dame Lillard go do. But anyway, I thought the Heat were just going, when Jimmy Butler signed, I said, well, Jimmy Butler don't want to win. He just want the money. He went with the money. But they've been like in the playoffs pretty much the whole season. But I don't think the only teams in the East I feel that's a championship contender, the Bucks, Raptors, and Celtics, and probably the 76ers, even though they the 6th seed, but that don't matter. And then in the West, the Clippers, probably the Nuggets, and on the Thunder, I was surprised. I thought they just were going to be losing since CP0 signed with them, got traded to them or whatever, however he went. And I ain't really buying the Rockets. Only team I'm buying in the West is the Clippers and the Nuggets. Okay, that's it. I would say the Lakers, but we know who the man, who the supposed to be the best player in the league. He don't got a good winning percentage. Okay, you know, so at the end of the day. So I can't wait to Dame get LeBron James at work. Some the drug him, make him weak. They put some. They he was drugged. Nah, he wasn't drugged. Well, I guess he was drugged by Kawhi Leonard, Steph, uh, you know, Paul Pitt. I guess get drugged every year. We lose. If that's the case, yeah, I watch boxing. I'm a casual, like Blitz say, like Blitz would say. I'm a casual with boxing. I don't. Like they have weekly boxing. I don't watch that really. I just only watch really the big fights or whatever. So I'm not really I don't watch boxing that much. I know the history of the people, and like my favorite boxers are Tyson, Tito, Trinidad. Trinidad probably number one to me. My favorite, not the best, but my favorite, and Roy Jones, and you know, and Mike Tyson. Yeah. I know about Klitschko and Wilder and Fury and all that. But do I watch, like, like Friday night fights and all that? No. So if I know like the up and coming boxers? No. I just watch the major fights. Yeah, I love Trinidad, Felix Trinidad. You know, they're like my favorite boxer. Him, Tyson, and Roy Jones. You know, and then I'm subscribed to some boxing channels. I ain't talking about not only like blood boxing and all of them. I'm talking about like official like boxing channels where they do lists and break down different stuff. I watch it, and I so call myself boxing. Not now when I say I'm boxing, I ain't fit to get in the ring or anything. I'm talking about like for exercising. I I got gloves and everything. I got gloves. Um, they ain't, I got some boxing gloves and I got a jump rope. You know, show him twerking for the fourth time. And they record him twerking for the fourth time. Oh, okay. I keep my eye from, but as far as like, who the top ranked boxers this year, well, not the pandemic, but who the top ranked boxers this year, I wouldn't know, who the most underrated boxer last year, like I wouldn't know any of that, you know. Uh I just know I know a little bit more than surface level, stuff. Like Blitz said, I'm a casual, you a casual. So I could admit I'm a casual with boxing, but I know enough to hold a conversation, you know. I like Lennox Lewis too, um, as a boxer. So and my granddad, I used to watch like when they had like the weekly like when they had like the Friday night when it came on USA and all of that. I don't know if it still come on USA like the boxing. I used to watch my granddaddy growing up. You know, I couldn't tell you who was boxing. I just sit there and watch it with him. His favorite boxer, mind you, now he passed away in 2003. and he was born in 1911. So, he saw all the boxing, or at least heard it on the radio. My granddad's favorite boxer was Joe Louis. You know, uh, and then he like when TV and all that. He like Marvin Hagler, but that was like in the 80s. If I was a baby then, so I started remembering and watching, knowing about boxing like in the late 80s, 90s, with Punch Out and all this other stuff. So Hagler was a little bit before my time. I liked it. Chavez in the 90s. Cause he had a boxing game, and we used to play that on Super Nintendo. Julio Chavez, you know. And one of my college classmates, he was a big fan of Macho Man, or the Macho Man. Him, um, he liked him, but like Roy Jones, Felix, Trinidad, like those like my top two, and Mike Tyson, and I like Tyson Fury too, and Deontay Wilder, like boxing experts say Deontay Wilder ain't really skilled, like as far as like a skilled boxer. He just got punching power. Like I said, I didn't know boxer on the surface level, so I just see him punching people and knocking them out, or whatever. So he's like 7-0, but he's trash. Yeah, I know the concept about fighting cans, and and we say it well. Like I said, me and my friend, we watch boxing and stuff, but we ain't know, like we just watch like the big fights. Some friends of mine watch it more than I do, and we know the concept of fighting cans, and or sometimes we'll say glass joes. Y'all should know what Glad Joe is. Like, we'll be talking, he said, man, such and such. Man, I don't think he got, well, I said, man, his record, I'll be like, well, I don't know if he's sorry, man. His record on this, 20-0 or something. He'll be like, man, trust me, man. That man built that record by fighting Glass Joes. Okay? A bunch of Glass Joes and cans. Okay, so we say Glass Joe, from Punch Out. Or Bombs, we say that too, Bombs. My first time hearing it in that context with the Rocket movie, so I guess that's that come from he a bomb, you know. I said, man, I don't know, man. Such and such on 20-0. He said, man, such and such is a bomb, man. He fought, Glass Joes and bombs and stuff like that. Well, usually they'll call the boxer the bomb, and they'll say that he got his record by beating up Glass Joes and cans, tomato cans or whatever, So I know the terms or whatever, you know. Like I respect Floyd May, Floyd Mayweather earned his reputation, but from what I see, more of a defensive fighter. You know, I like boxing good enough to watch a defensive fight, but at the end of the day, it's not exciting, you know, to watch unless you just a diehard boxing fan. Cause that Pacquiao fight was long overdue for one, and then the boxing man pretty much sucked. That boxing match sucked with Pacquiao and Floyd. I watched it. That thing pretty much sucked. He was just, Floyd. Hey, he a master at it. You know, he did his defense or whatever. You know, yeah, knockouts or just see people punching or something. Some kind of action. And on Floyd Mayweather, I think a lot of people. I think the reason why he get high pay-per-views and all that. Cause like I say, he knocked people. He had some knockouts in his career, obviously, but I think most people want to see him lose. You know, I think most people buy the fights and buy tickets just to see him lose. But he don't never lose, so they keep buying it. Hoping that this next fight he gonna lose. Cause his fights ain't really exciting. Well, I saw a handful of his fights, not even before YouTube or whatever. I saw his fights or whatever. Yeah, they're running Couture. I don't know what James. I mean, in boxing, he'll beat him. And I will, cause James Tony was in better shape back in the day when he was fighting Bernard Hopkins and all this other stuff. But UFC wasn't. If it was out, it wasn't like popular like it was at that time. You know, cause he looked out of shape now, but back then he was in shape. You know, when he was fighting Bernard Hopkins and all of that. You know, so if he would have fought, well, I guess they'd been a different weight class. I guess when he was fighting Bernard Hopkins. I don't know how the weights goes in UFC, but if he like looked like he did back then, it probably been a more interesting thing. I think he still would have lost because it's the UFC at the end of the day. You know, yeah, he beat. Now I ain't gonna tell James Tony that in his face. They he out of shape, but as far as boxing, he look out of shape. But jail doesn't. Well, first of all, the Lakers ain't gonna win. You know, and then if they win, they lose because they gonna lose. Link. They gonna blame J.R. Smith. That's why they got him on the team. I don't think he was online earlier, but um um they got J.R. Smith so they can have somebody to blame. You know, so cause J.R. Smith is a drunk. So replacing Avery Bradley with a drunk isn't a good move. Okay, and J.R. Smith a devoted, I mean, LeBron lover. So that probably played into it too. You know what I'm saying? So you know, but yeah, I like boxing. I in college, a classmate at his house, he had like fight night and all day. We used to go to the old PlayStation 2. We used to go over there and play it. So, I know boxing. I like boxing. They're probably like my fourth. Uh, I get basketball number one to me. Uh, Football, baseball, and probably boxing. And then I would say track and field, but to be honest, I only watch track and field when the females be doing it. I don't. I watch guys like Usain Bolt and stuff, but if it's just a men track meet on ESPN, I don't watch it. But if it's the female, I stay and watch it. So he should fight again. I don't think he should either. I mean, he could beat us like a regular person. He could beat us in a boxing match. But like a ranked fighter, I don't think he could beat him. A ranked heavyweight, you know, like ranked or whatever. I don't think he could beat them. you know. But if he could beat a professional boxer, they like real low on the totem pole. You know, he could probably beat them because you don't. I assume you never lose like your instincts and stuff for boxing. You know, you just your body go out. You just can't react and stuff as quick anymore. But I think he could probably beat a sorry professional boxer. But I don't think he could beat like Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder and stuff like that. You know. Yeah, I think it was that. Yeah, it was on PS2 Fight Night. You know, the one we were playing, and yeah, the females in the Olympics bad, man. I mean, I just watched the track really in the beach volleyball. When they be on the beach with the sand, like cause they have the schedules of the Olympics. So I watch the basketball game, but in a way I really don't. You know, uh, but we make sure to watch the track thing. You know. Now I ain't hit the gym today. Like Monday, Wednesday, Friday when I actually do like go to the gym. Tuesday and Thursdays, I go to the Y, but since the Y ain't open, well maybe I can go to the Y now since I'm off at least this week, Tuesdays and Thursday, to shoot ball probably like 30 minutes. So then also I think I have a sinus infection. So I ain't go to the gym this morning. But I'm gonna go tomorrow though. Depends on how I'm feeling. I'm doing it early because I got some medicine for my my I think sinus infection. So I'm gonna take some like around 7, and then I'll probably gonna be out cold. So I did a little early. Yeah, I heard about that loaded gloves. Yeah, but I'm gonna go tomorrow though, and yeah, man. But the track and field, man, that just great. I watch college and the profession. College you usually be the one you see during the year, and then they over 18. At the least they over 18. So that's why I watch it. The college track and field. If it was like high school or something, I wouldn't watch it because sometimes high school track and field, like in general, do come on some channels. But once I see it say high school, I don't even watch it. You know, but if it say college, I'm gonna watch it. College and up, I'm gonna watch it then. Yeah, I think Wilder lost the first round. If it weren't for that knockout at the end, I think that would saved him. He knocked out Fury. If Fury got up, I think that would saved him. I ain't no expert. Like I ain't a fan that I know who won who round, but from where I was looking, looked like Fury was winning most of the rounds. I could be wrong, but the first time. Yeah. Yeah, if you say college, my mindset is I was joking with one of my friends a while back. I say if you say college, at least we know they at least over 18. So we good if we watch it. It was a beach volleyball duet. Uh and that woman was fine. What her name? Uh oh yeah, Misty May. I don't know if y'all remember that. Misty May was fine, boy. She was in the Olympic that beach volleyball thing. You know. Yeah, Misty May. Yeah, Misty May. Yeah. Mr. May was bad. I don't know if she still do the beach volleyball thing, but she was great. You know, she reminded one of the actresses from back in the day. Oh yeah, like the classic era or whatever. Yeah. So we didn't watch. We just stumbled upon it. I said, hey man, y'all been watching beach volleyball? They said, no, what that? Then we caught it when they were showing it. Cause sometimes that junk come on at night, like late in the night, cause the time difference. But we they saw, yeah, they bad too, Argentina. Yeah, but Mister, I don't. She probably retired now, cause that was like in 2008 or something. I think before that, when I and see, yeah, that was like around 2000, like the mid 2004 or whatever. When we found out about her, kind of new. Okay, yeah, so yeah, I remember it had to be like, cause I was still in school, and then 2008 at that point I was out of school. And then, I said, man, that Mr. May woman fine. I think she married to a baseball player or something. You know, yeah, she bad. You know, I want Miss. Yeah, I wanted her to marry me and do something else to me too, back in the day. But would LeBron need to be? Well, LeBron ain't gonna run for president. I know that LeBron, cause mind you, now it's plenty of LeBron lovers. You know, and it's millions of LeBron lovers. You know, but due to electoral college, like that Pong police or whatever, thank God they got electoral college because, all the LeBron lovers around the U.S., it's enough for them for him to win outright, But thank goodness for the electoral college, and LeBron ain't gonna win. Now I don't really catch the skateboarding thing. I know sometimes the X game, like the X game, come on BSPN. But I ain't know women did it. I knew women did it, but did skateboarding and stuff. But I don't be catching it. Now that Lindsey Vaughn woman, she's straight. I think she went out with Tiger Woods back in the day. After Tiger Woods got a divorce, he was going out with Lindsey Vaughn. She's straight. You know. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, I see that she going out with a black man, another black man, you know. Once you go black, you never go back, I guess, you know. Well, she bad. Uh, yeah, he'll lose the debate. Yeah, you right. He'll lose because if I was getting attacked by, first to be honest, I'd probably just ignore Laura Ingram if I was that agitated about it. But if my thing, if I got a problem with somebody, I confront them. You don't have to be. I ain't talking about violence and stuff like that. If she ain't making no sense according to what he say, just go on the show. Schedule a show. They'll probably devote the whole hour to him. and then tell her, own her or whatever if you can. He don't even confront Skip Bayless. He uses his flunkies and minions to do it, like Kendrick Perkins and his followers to do it. Shannon Fry, he have them to do it. He don't never do it. T.O. even went on there because Skip Bayless he can't stand T.O. T.O. went on there. It was afterwards, but he still went on there. Yeah, I think she'll own them because she know more about it than LeBron. But at least if LeBron go and then Chris, yeah, speaking about confronting the people, Chris Bosh went up there. When Skip Bayless called him Bosh Spice or whatever, they were doing when they were with the Heat, he went on there to confront Skip Bayless. You know, if he do it now, he was about to die, and he did it. He went up there to confront Skip Bayless. LeBron don't confront anybody. Just go on the show. You don't have to be cussing and trying to fight the woman. You know. Yeah, he went. He confronted Barkley. You know. I don't think you got to do it. Go on the show. Just go on the show and say this ain't true, and then explain why you don't think it's true, and all of that. He don't never go on that, and then you can't. You can say, okay, this a politic show. Go on there with Skip Bayless. Chris Bosh did, cause the man called him man Bosh Spice, and he went on the show anyway and confronted him about it. And LeBron, he just sit back, let his own followers like Shannon Sharp and all them talk for him. He don't even do it. But he suave. He can't even debate the people with a sport, with things in his sport. Like you say, inside the NBA or Skip Bayless. Now, what make you think he gonna debate a presidential candidate that either was a senator or governor and stuff like that know policies and stuff? He'll get embarrassed. Yeah, he had Cameron. I remember that he had Cameron on the show. You know, cause think about it, man. That man going Laura Ingraham. I think Laura Ingraham go, you know, go win the debate if there's a winner. But at least he went on the show. He don't even go inside the NBA. He had Shaq defend him. When Barkley was going into my man, how many good players you want role player? That's what Barkley said a couple of years ago. And then Shaq had to run to LeBron James defense. And of course he used you didn't win nothing, you don't know. They love saying it about Barkley. But I never won an NBA championship. But we know that this ruining the game. Oh. Thought I heard some outside. Yeah, and she looked like a cartoon character. Yeah, NBA, they'll just be inside the NBA, they'll just be just chuckling it up. And yeah, he don't he just go on Twitter and post the stuff. And my thing is like if she's so you shouldn't care what she think for one, and if you do that much. Well, let me rewind. He shouldn't care what she think that much to post something, and if he do the post stuff she say, go on the show. Yeah, he's scared of Skip Bayless, cartoon character. Yeah, Laura Ingram. Yeah, just go on the show. Go on Skip Bayless show. Okay, you can say, well, I don't know a lot about politics. Okay, that's fine. Go on Skip Bayless show. I'm sure they'll dedicate the whole 2 hours. And I noticed this. He don't never go on shows, and only show he go on that stupid barbershop show. Everybody just sit there and agree with them. Yes, sir. Yes, master. You know, the NFL is a plantation. You know, Todd Gurley, now he play for the NFL. He's sitting there nodding his head. Yes, master. I'm a slave, and the owner's a plantation owner. You know, instead of saying, whoa, whoa, whoa. You know, some owners got their ways. I've been defending the NFL because I play for them. You know, I said, well, there ain't no plantation. If I would talk, girl, I said, well, I can only speak for the Rams, and the owner don't act like a plantation supervisor or whatever you said. You know, yeah, Shaq was wrong. Tell you, I know he was gonna go that route. You ain't never won anything. Okay, where Kenneth? Okay, we could go with that. What Kenneth Smith would have said, he won something. What you would have said then? He would have probably said you won a big, which he was a factor in them Rocket teams. You wasn't the man on the team. That was, I get that was Shaq would have said to Kenneth Smith. You know. Exactly. He was saying it, and Todd Gurley was sitting there now. Then he object, you know, because I don't want to be called a slave. I said, what you trying to say? I'm a slave? You know, no, I would have said it on the show, but they nod his head. Yes, master. You know, yes, LeBron. I'm a slave and the owner's of a plantation owner, which is stupid. Yeah, he probably think he the GOAT because these LeBron lovers like Isaiah and Shannon Sharp tell him that he better than Jordan and stuff every day, and his flunkies do too. You better than Jordan, you Kendrick Perkins. You better than Jordan. You better than Jordan. Shannon Fry. You better than Jordan on LeBron. You know, he started to believe his own hype. You know. Yeah. I said that was slave. Listen, if that's slave, say, hey man, we want you to play a sport you love. We're gonna pay you $5 million a year. What plantation? I don't think Harriet Tubman and the rest of them got paid six figures and go home every day and live in their own place and come and go as they please. I don't know why the athlete use plantation and stuff as a metaphor for the owners of a particular team for any sport, cause it's not the same. You know. Plant man. When I looked at the NFL, you know, I was thinking of plantation mentality or slavery mentality. Some crap he said. And stupid Todd Gurley sitting there nodding their head. That's probably why the Rams say, look, man, this guy ain't that good. They got rid of him. He signed with the Falcons. And you know, the people down here where I stay, they hyping it up. I said, well, Todd Gurley sucked his last those years after the Super Bowl, he was trash. Did y'all see it? You know. Yeah, Link. Well, you could say that about any business. You know, like you work for Ford. You know, you an engineer. You making a good living. You know, and there's somebody who owns Ford making money. So everything like is like that. Then and using LeBron logic, including him. You know. You know, cause you work, you know, let you own your own stuff, even if you making $30 million a year, you know, cause Steph Curry making 30. Imagine what the owner making a year, you know. So that's just how it is. Unless the owner, my thing it is, unless the owner of the team having them do something immoral or something like that, hey, you know. ban a player for not honoring the national anthem. Well, and LeBron family set for generation if they use it right, and Jordan and Magic Johnson, well, of course not like owners, but they're getting whipped like coaches more hours than they do. NFL player act like they getting whipped like coaches work more hours than they exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like you signed up for the NFL and NBA. I mean, I wish I was good enough to play in the NBA, even as a role player. I'd be happy. You know, you get $1 million a year. Yeah. Well, really, you could kind of say that by Microsoft, for example. Bill Gates. He just sitting in the office, and the people under him, the one programming. He did it coming up, but now he don't really be hands on anymore. You know, that just goes with anything really. Like the people, like the McDonald's, the people who own McDonald's. Like it wouldn't be a McDonald's without the employees and and stuff. So you can really say that about a lot of places. I like to face your Pistons in a future NBA Finals. Well, it ain't gonna be anytime soon. Yeah, like the NFL. Now, like I said, unless the team or the league having them doing something immoral or putting them in danger or something like that, then yeah. But NFL is dangerous. The football is dangerous. Period. You know. Uh. Like the NFL. They put safety procedure like the better helmets, harsher rules for tackling and stuff like that. I mean, all, and then the history of CTE and stuff like that, and if you still yeah, they do. Yeah, you'll think they'll make more, but I guess if you could look at it like, okay, because I was thinking about guaranteed contracts in the NFL. They got guaranteed money when they sign, but not guaranteed contracts. I could kind of see it for both ways, because think about it, man. This sport, risk of injury is high, right? And okay, if I pay you $100 million contract, and you get guaranteed, and you get hurt for 5 years, and you get hurt your second year, and then you don't let us say you don't be the same. I'm still on the tab for the 3 years. That like from the owner side, and from the player side, like I'm putting my body on the line. I need more money. Because I don't want to be crippled when I'm 48. So both sides I can understand. Well, I don't watch hockey, so I don't know. But hey, unless I'm a good player, like NFL would be the last sport if I had the skill to play every sport. Number one would probably be baseball. Probably basketball. I mean, then number two probably baseball. Cause people get injured in baseball, but injuries are few and far between, I would say. Because I know plenty of great players they spend their whole career with little to no injury. Everybody get injured from now and then, but I'm talking about like as far as season-ending injury. You see that a lot from pitchers. Or you get a line drive to the head, and pitchers they get season-ending Tommy John surgery and all of that. But for like a standard outfielder, I mean, they play pretty much every game. You know, yeah, boxing there too. Cause I would think getting punched in the head, even if you fought 30 fights, 30 fight average, I don't know, 6 rounds. That's still a lot of punches in the head. I think that's probably number one. But we just talking about sports with a field, like a field of play, and with an actual ball or something. I think football number one, and baseball probably last. You know, cause you get a sprained ankle and stuff like that in baseball, but as far as brain damage, CTE, and all of that, that's 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 you know you're not gonna get in a collision like that. You know, yeah, they get paid the best, cause they get $300 million contracts and stuff. And you would think that wouldn't be the case for baseball because if I'm Bryce Harper, uh I go to hit probably like 4 times a game. You know, at the most on average, unless the team hitting and you get back up to the plate. But on average, it's about 4 times a game, and they paying you $300 million, and you ain't gonna be participating in not even half of the game. You know. But yeah, baseball the safest. Cause you could just stand out there, the ball may ain't even go to you. As far as injuries and stuff. Cause I'm looking at like Chipper Jones and stuff. Like, I watched the Braves and whatnot. Like they had, long careers. Cause they rarely got injured. Like injured for 50 games, injured for the season and stuff like that. That rarely happen in baseball. You know, yeah, baseball they be getting paid, man. But on the not, I said basketball would probably be number one if I was good enough to play. Baseball would be number two, but the minor league thing. I mean, if you great, you just gonna be in the minor league for 1 year, 1 or 2 years. If you like just knocking it out of the park. But some people they spend their whole career in the minor league. They be in the minor league for 4, 5 years, you know, before they get called up. So I was talking to a friend. We were saying you think football should have minor league, and I was like no, because you playing football at any level, the risk of getting injured higher, in football. So you have a minor league football league. I mean, you can still get a torn ACL or something like that in minor league, and then when you get to the NFL, you're gonna be so injured and stuff that you ain't gonna be able to produce. You know, so football shouldn't have it. I think that's probably why they don't have it. Basketball, as far as injuries, it ain't more than NFL, but it's more than baseball. Like knees and ankles. But as far as like collisions, like getting your block knocked off and stuff like that, they're relatively low. Yeah, cause I know some people from town. They went overseas and just played for a cup of coffee. You know, uh, um, some people from Albany, they played overseas for a minute, and there was one guy that finished school with me that had a chance to go to college, and to play overseas. He turned it down because he wanted to hang out. D know him too. He went to school with me. Actually, we was in middle school together, and then high school. There's different school zones. He went to one school, and I went to the school close to where I stay at. And when I graduated, because I could remember this like yesterday in middle school, some of the guys, we was in 8th grade, and he was among that bunch. They were saying, man, I bet you our school gonna have the best basketball team by a senior year. You know, he was saying that to other people. You know, I was just standing around, and they said bet. Of course they were just saying bet. They weren't gonna pay up. But the guy was telling you about just now, he won if they remembered it. I remembered it because our senior year, I was at my high school and he was at him and some more guys that went to middle school. They all went to another high school. They was in the state title game and they won it. So it made me think about it when I was watching it go on. I like, man, I wonder do they still remember when they made that bet, him and some more guys? Cause I don't know I don't even remember I don't even know the guys he betted against. Like I don't know what school they went to. But or at least they weren't there when I was a senior in high school. But he won a state title and stuff, man. And so you would think, I use that to go to college. You ain't gonna be Jordan. Not everybody gonna be Jordan, but you be a good player. You can make a couple of mil and you could be retired. Like quote unquote retired by your 30s. And got your whole life ahead of you. But he decided to stay around here and smoke. Now he a weed head now. I still see him because he stayed on the south side of town. That's where I grew up at, and he still be around there, high as a kite. I said, man, if he didn't want to play no 10 years, he could have just played 5 years, made a lot of money, and then just came back to town if he wanted to do that. But yeah, man, the NBA season, I'm excited. I think DeAndre Jordan said he got coronavirus or something. So I guess he ain't gonna play. Some player opting out and stuff. So I don't want to hear this when LeBron James lose. Okay. Oh, Avery Bradley didn't play, or this another one they gonna throw at you. This seat like somebody else win other than the Lakers. The season didn't count because this player didn't play, that player didn't play. That's what they're gonna say. Okay, they're gonna say that when LeBron lose in the playoffs. Oh, this season is a wash. It's BS. Say, why, man? Well, this player didn't play, that player didn't play, this team, these players didn't play. So, only when LeBron lose, they're gonna say that. Now, only when LeBron lose, they're gonna say that Avery Bradley didn't play and all of that, or just blame J.R. Smith. If LeBron win, if somebody bring up the fact that this player didn't play, they gonna say, "Oh, I don't want to hear that. It's a title game, the NBA teams." But when LeBron James lose, they gonna say that let's just say the Clippers win, they're gonna say that this player didn't play, this season was short, it don't count, and all this other stuff. That's what they're gonna say, it don't count, But when LeBron James win, it gonna count. He closer to Jordan. When LeBron James win, he closer to Jordan in titles. If he lose, this season don't count, But man, I finna get up now. Well, I stay on a little bit longer. It say 104. I wait about 110 and then I leave. But like I said, like I feel like I got a sinus infection based on the symptoms that a nurse told me and one of my co-workers. Cause I was gonna cause actually when I was out and about getting medicine, they had corona testing around the corner, a walk away actually at the health clinic. And I was gonna go. I actually went in the line, but the man said you got to call this number first and get an appointment. And they test on Thursday because I ain't I want to think of sinuses because it was pollen around and also it been raining and stuff, you know. But sinuses was the last thing I was thinking of, you know. But it was just in one area, you know. And then I read the symptoms and stuff, and I said, yeah, it sounds more like a sinus infection. But I still got the number though. If I would guess, I think it's that because I looked at the coronavirus symptoms, and like I don't have any of them symptoms, you know, other than a headache. But you know, that's not telling of if you got that. But so I'm gonna get up and girl, I got right home around close to 2. I ate something, then I took that medicine. I went on to sleep, you know, and I woke up probably like 30 minutes before I did this live, cause I know I'm gonna take some more of them pills tonight, and I'm gonna be knocked out, you know. So I said, well, let me get it in early and talk about some of the stuff that's going on. Yeah, I sure missed that they ain't no Olympics. You know what I'm saying? They usually it'll be out around August or whatever, you know. July, like August ish. I know some females that I went to yeah. There's some females I went to high school with. There's 2 camps. One camp, like they got not 3 camps. One camp is that they got uh they got a mural in Atlanta of John Lewis. John Lewis ain't do nothing for that district. That's why, you know, somebody said that like Angela State isn't gonna win. She ain't, cause people still stuck on the party. He a civil rights leader. That's fine. I mean, think about it. Like D, one of my closest friends. Okay, he like a brother to me. But I ain't gonna say, hey man, I want you to be in charge of uh I want you to be our lead surgeon for this hospital. Cause I know he can't do it. You know, I ain't saying he don't have the ability to learn to do it, but at that point in time, he don't know how to be a surgeon. You know, so him being a civil rights leader don't have anything to do with that. Should automatically just clear him to be a to get elected. But you know how simple minded some people are. You know, they just keep voting for him, letting the district go in the heck hole. But anyway, what I was talking about? Uh, what was I talking about? My mind went blank. Oh yeah, high school. You know, some of the females that I met since finishing high school, it fall into 3 camps. One camp is the female that were fine in high school. You know, they still is fine. Uh, Another camp is a girl, like female that was, you know, cute, or, you know, wasn't, you know, nobody didn't look at her like, oh man, she fine. You see them today, they super fine. I know a couple of them I saw. Some of them were real skinny, you know, but they bad now, you know. And then some of the camp that were fine in high school, they look like a complete mess now, you know. You know, it ain't like it been 40 years ago or something. It just been, you know, it ain't been that long since I finished school. You know, it ain't like we in our 60s and stuff. I tell my man, we still in our 30s, and you look a mess. You know, but I tied up to this like personality. I mean, some of the female was super fine in high school, but you would think they act stuck up, but they didn't. You know, they spoke. They was always nice to people and stuff. Like the fine ones. that I mentioned, like the first camp I mentioned, and you see them today, they still fine or they look better. You know, that was me and my friends were talking about like you think personality played a part in it. Cause like it's plenty of females that I know in high school they you know look like they'll be out of your league and stuff, but they were always nice to people, approachable and personable and stuff. And when you see them today, they either look the same or look better, you know. And the ones that you know got their nose turned up and then you know act like they were all dead and you beneath me and all this other stuff, they like a complete mess now. You know, I don't know if one got to do with the other, but that's for I'm for real. Like most of the people that following them counts, that's how they act in high school. You know, yeah, the stuck up one got big, and it ain't about you know having children, cause like you remember I said the camp that the girls that you know was skinny and you know you didn't really look at them, they got fine. I mean one female she finished a year after me. I mean she got back where she got divorced now, but she had 3 kids. And but that girl fine boy, you know. So even because of kids and stuff like that, you know, she was a sweetheart too in high school. You know, she fine, she's super fine now, boy. You know, and some pretty much look the same. And the ones that stuck up, they look like a complete mess. I think I told y'all one day I went into a restaurant. Nah, I was at a store, I believe. And that girl, she look a mess now. But she was fine in high school. So I know I should have tried to talk to you. I wish I would have tried to talk to you or something. I ain't try to talk to her. And you know, I ain't making it seem like I tried to talk to her, she rejected me, but you know, that wasn't the case. I was like, oh, I just said, oh, okay, you know, I definitely want to talk to you now. Like you ate your senior self or something, you know. You know. But that life is, man. I guess how you treat people come back on you. That's the only thing I could tie it to. I may post that on Facebook, but well, I don't care if I offend people. The people gonna get offended are the ugly ones that act like a holes, I guess. Cause the fine ones still go ain't gonna they gonna be that it's gonna be a compliment, you know. So yeah, man, that dude said, "Don't talk about Bubba Smollett. He from my city." You know, he trying to make demands. He said, "Don't talk s about my city." You know, he Bubba Smollett from my city. You know, just making demands. You know, there are ways to approach it. If you would have said, "Look, man, I know the guy, and you know, he ain't that type of guy that would lie or something like that." If he would have came to me like that, then I probably wouldn't, you know, said anything. I probably would have took it down or just kept that one up and didn't put any more up. But he came at me like that, and we started going. And I kept posting stuff about Bubba Smollett, little memes and stuff, you know. So because nobody don't want to get yelled at and told what to do. Not you know, nobody don't want to be, you know, because there are ways to do it. Because I remember one time, uh, you know, I was going at Blitz. I did say they were out of pocket though when I look back at it. You know, I was saying Blitz like James Jones, like Jim Jones, and the million like Jonestown. That was out of pocket for me to say. And you know, Mr. Kelstar, I don't know if you remember him, that kid, that red-headed kid that was with Blitz. You know, he sent me an inbox saying, you know, I shouldn't say it that and stuff, and I end up taking it down. You know, I mean, in ways you gotta approach people by uh, you know, by stuff you don't like. You know, I just took it down. I said, yeah, that was. You know, I don't think he gonna tell y'all to kill y'all self. So I just took the video down or put it on private or something. I think I deleted it. You know, that was out of pocket. But Kelsa came at me, correct. You know, and I took it down. Now Kelsa should be a grown man now. I wonder he's still doing videos. Cause that was years ago, man. He gotta be in his 20s now. Let's see. The last video he did was 2 years ago.
The market and a big hit so far. The Roadster currently selling. Saying if there's a boom candidates, I think Dak Prescott has had an incredible.
Yeah. A lot of them dudes Blitz were with, I ain't even with Blitz no more, and haven't been for almost 10 years. Yeah, I see. Yeah, I just checked Mr. Kale stuff video, and that dude grown now, where he didn't do a video in 2 years according to his page. So I don't know what Token changed religion. Token the last video I saw, I don't know if he's still making video, but the last video I saw Token was doing, he was on the street in like a dashiki or something. I guess he was quoting scriptures. I don't know what he is. Like, what is the Israelite or something? I think that what he is now. That last time I saw him. I said, man, what's up with Token? Why you on the street quoting stuff and saying stuff? The Gambit 206. Let me see if he's still doing videos. And what that other white guy that Blitz was with, that I call him White Scottie Pippen, then Blitz said that was racist. That was kind of racist. I don't know how that was kind of racist, but that's what he said. Joseph or something. I think that was the dude's name. Yeah. Yeah, Joseph. And then I don't know what Cheese Grit said. Oh, okay. All the stuff I was doing was saying to them was like all in fun to me. Like, cause I was going at Isaiah saying he a LeBron lover. Y'all remember when I did that video? I played that Babyface video and I said that was them singing and stuff. Stuff like that. That stuff I do with my friends. Like, if I'm over my friend's house and we watching a movie and like a gay character come up, and I'll be like, Charger fan, I didn't know you was in this movie, man. Why you in this movie? So stuff like that I do to my friends. I was doing Isaiah, and Isaiah was a good sport. But Blitz, they took it seriously, Cause all that stuff was in fun. I ain't saying nothing over the line, I don't think. Like, calling them bees, and they said it about me though. Calling them bees, I'm gonna get you, or let's fight. I ain't saying nothing like that, Yeah, you take, I out there doing it all in fun. Like just trash talking about sports and stuff and teams, and LeBron ain't good, and you're a LeBron lover. Isaiah was a good sport about it. Blitz and his crew, they were mad. They were mad for real. I said, man, ain't that serious, man. LeBron don't know any of us, okay? That was my thinking. I said, look, LeBron don't know you, Blitz. It ain't like LeBron could go to your house and say, thank you, man, for defending me. And And Michael Jordan go come to my house and thank you, man, for defending me against the LeBron lovers. You know, it was just sports trash talking. You know, that's all it was. Yeah, I ain't. You know, I mean, there are people I work with now that LeBron lovers. Okay, but you know, I'm a different person at work. But we still talk about sports. You know, and when LeBron James lose, I tease him about that. You know, uh, uh, and that's it. You know, the stuff I was saying to Isaiah them, I say it to my friend. Well, yeah, none of my friend LeBron lovers. You know, I think D ain't a LeBron lover, but D isn't a LeBron lover, but D don't think he's the GOAT. And but D like him somewhat, Scottie Pippen James. But he ain't no LeBron lover. He know that he ain't the best, you know. So, but the Charger fan, he don't like LeBron. You know, I don't like him. And everybody else out there, my close little circle, they don't like him either. Except D somewhat like him. You know, he respect the game and stuff. And oh yeah, 2K20 gonna be free on the PlayStation Store on this. I guess tomorrow. I guess. So I'm gonna cop that. Anybody that want to play, I might do another video saying it. You know, I could play this week. Just set up a time, and I get on and play against whoever. You know, they go pick LeBron. You know, he had like he knew like he was LeBron's brother or something. You know, I said, man, these just jokes. Like Dallas fans, cause these some females I know they Dallas fans. And you know, I joke, you know, some of them I work with, I talk about how Dallas gonna lose and you know, when Dallas missed the playoffs this past year, I went up to them, went to their office, and I asked them, I said, you know, when the playoff was starting, you know, like the first round, I said, who Dallas play this weekend? Cause this the first round of the playoffs. They'll be like, ha ha ha, you know. So, you know, I joke about sports like that. I don't say anything personally about, you know, that. But this guy, Bruce Blitz, was insane when it comes to that. I said, man, I'm a hardcore sport, not hardcore him, but I like sports too. Playing sports, I think I said it before, saved my life. Because I think I've been more and more doing more mischievous stuff to get in trouble in the neighborhood if it weren't for basketball. Playing basketball every other day or every day, really, growing up. Well, at least when I turned as a teenager. So I love sports too. I mean, but if somebody say that Michael Jordan isn't the best, we'll just talk trash about each other, you know, saying why I think he's the best, but we ain't gonna get to the point we start throwing blows, you know. I don't care how much a hardcore fan. Cause you know, the Charger fan know more about sports than me, which is surprising, I know. But you know, he know more about sports because he watch college football and basketball, and you know, the NFL and everything else. So he know, you know, more than me. So you know, if I say this player better, you say he don't think so, then we just talk about it a little bit. I joke and stuff, and then that'd be the end of it, you know. I think Blitz will end friendships if somebody say that this player ain't that good, you know. I wouldn't, because I was gonna say all my friends, they like different teams and different like they favorite players are different people, you know. So, you know, it just goes with sports. So I don't know what Blitz was on, but yeah. Yeah, Shango. Yeah, I'm still subscribed to Shango. Shango funny. You know, he be screaming. You know, he don't be screaming at the fan, like the people who hate Dallas. He be screaming at the coaches and you know, and the players that they make mistakes. See, all that it be funny, you know. When Shango be doing it. You know, he be screaming like, "How could you make this?" You know, screaming and stuff. It's a different scream where Blitz be screaming at us, cause we say that LeBron James ain't good. You know, and be calling us stupid MFs and eat a D and suck my D. Shango ain't never say that. He just be screaming at the players. And Jerry Jones, he be screaming at him and the coach and stuff, but that's it, you know. Yeah, he be going blitz, and then little do Blitz know it be funny to me, you know. I mean, that what I want him to do. I want him to scream and tell us the eat a D and F you and all this other stuff. It be funny to us, you know. I mean, I don't know. He trying to maybe hurt some people feeling, but my sense of humor and stuff, it be funny to me, you know. That's what I be wanting him to do. I want him to scream at us and tell us to go F yourself if you like Cena and all this other stuff. It be class A comedy. And he be serious at a heart attack. That would make it funny. Cause he be for real with it. And he be cussing us out. You know. Yeah, it is. That's all I used to watch him. His wrestling shows were the best. Yeah, cause I saw, that clip when I saw Cheese Grits told us to you could go F yourself. He was screaming his mouth all in the camera. You could go F yourself. I said, all because of John Cena, it ain't that serious. Okay? I mean, I wonder how they react to movies. Cause movies ain't real either. Like if the bad guy kills somebody, do they get up and scream in the theater? Or whatever? Or do they scream at the TV? Cheese Grit got some issues. Cause anybody, you could tell the difference when Shango be screaming at the coaches and stuff. Like it's a different, it don't be nothing mentally wrong with Shango. You could tell when you be screaming at the thing versus when Cheese Grits did it, you know. Oh, you should listen to Grits going off on James Dolan, calling him Guitar Jimmy after the Charles Oakley incident. Do Cheese Grits got his own YouTube channel? Or he just be on Blitz? Cause his screaming be funny. I mean, I don't know who you be trying to scare, but you don't scare me. I guess it scares some people, but it don't scare me. It just be funny to me. Okay. Cause he be screaming, boy, oh, you could go F yourself. That's why I started messing with him. Did those little cartoons and stuff. I'm from New York. So what? They don't give you the right to, well, I guess it's your right to do it, but it still don't make any sense that you tell the Cena fan to go just because they like the wrestler. Like I told y'all before, I was like the Charger fan stepdaughter. She was like a kid at the time. She was like 10 or something, and she said that her favorite wrestler was John Cena. And the Big Show. She was 10 I think, cause that been like 2014, so she had to be like 10. And she said her favorite wrestler was John Cena and the Big Show. I guess if I were Cheese Grits, I guess I've been screaming at the little girl, and yelling at her, tell her you could go F yourself if you like Cena, to a little 10-year-old little girl, Mad Genius. Y'all remember that name? Yeah, Mad Genius. Yeah, I should just start screaming at the girl. You know, his rants were funny. Blitz and cheese grits. You know. That Blitz, boy, Blitz is a trip, boy. Huh? My website, let me see. Could the NBA just start the restart season in September? I don't think so. They vested too much in it now. You know, the Blitz team. I'm looking at a page. This is a weekly show taking our creativity. We talk about NBA, NFL, hanging with Blitz, a monthly show where we conduct a Q&A session. And he showed us some memorabilia, interesting collectible. The Blitz Team Hotline is a monthly show where you call in and share your takes in sports. The show features our viewers from the beginning to end and they takes. You gain access to 140 episodes. The Blitz Hard, yeah, this the main one. The Blitz Hardcore Sport, Hardcore Podcast, a monthly show. You receive another roundtable discussion. Now over 800 hardcore episodes. You know, Blitz funny now. The hardcore part. I remember he would have me on. He wanted me to be on his show, and I was like, man, we need to do something in a neutral ground because you could cut me off. You could. I wasn't scared. You go cut me off, or you could just hang up on me and stuff. I said, well, let's do something in a neutral ground. You know, because he called me a chicken ish. You know. I said, well, I go on the show, man, but you control the thing, so you could cut me off, you could put me on mute, when I'm talking, or you could just have everybody talk over me. I don't get a chance to answer, you know, which I'm fine. They gang up on me, it's fine, but I want a chance to respond to everything. And I remember that podcast he did on me. He said, you don't. He was screaming. It was the other guy was on there. You don't know why people hate you. You call what Token real name? You call him Token. You call Mike Solar semi token, which I never called Mike Solar semi token. You know, uh, uh, I think he said I call him a closet homosexual. I never said that about Token. I think he said that. I said, well, I ain't never called a man gay or anything like that. I don't insult people. I just say I don't really say that. Brian, yeah. Yeah, he cussed out that 13-year-old boy. He was making a point. He started, oh, you going, buddy. You know, see, if I had a thing like that, they gotta really press my button. Not if they disagree with me, that's fine. That's gonna happen. I'm trying for me to hang up on them and to mute them and stuff. They gotta actually say some insane stuff. And by insane, I don't mean, oh, they disagree with what I say. You know, or whatever. So, cause like I said, I rarely block people off my YouTube channel, and if you ask them, if they be perfectly honest, they'll say that yeah, I deserve to get blocked. There ain't nobody could ever say that. The truth blocked me because I said that LeBron James was good. I say that Dallas is the best, or You don't know what I told him he didn't know what he was talking about, and he blocked me. They can't never say that. But yeah, cause I never called no token no closet homosexual. That ain't even my style of saying stuff about people. You know, you know. I mean, we joke. Me and my friend, we joke about it. Like I said, like we were watching a movie, and if a gay character show up, I say, "Hey man, I ain't know you was in the movie." But that's probably the far the jokes will go. But I ain't never, I don't never be telling jokes like that on YouTube. So I don't know where he got that from. But yeah, man. And then when I got it, cause I ain't want to get on the show. Cause I ain't have a lot of subs or whatever then. So when I got to 1,000, I thought that was a good milestone. And I said, well, I accept your invitation now. Now he said that, cause I ain't want to do it when I didn't have a lot of subs, cause he could just say, oh, you using me to get you, you got an influx of subs because you was on the show and stuff. So I just wanted to do it, without doing the thing. And once I get some subs, then I accept the offer. Where he pumped out like I kind of figured he would, and then do it and spent it as I'm trying to leech off him. I said, listen, man, if you want me to delete this channel and start a new channel and debate you, I can. Okay. It don't, the subs and stuff don't matter to me. Cause like I said, I debate people with just 30 subs. If they say, hey man, I want to debate you about LeBron, I said, that's fine when you want to do it. And some people don't even make YouTube video. I did videos with them, so it don't matter to me. But yeah, man. But Blitz was a character. Grits was, and Mad Genius, and there was another guy. What that other guy named? That with Blitz. Cause he was on the episode and they were wearing the suits. I guess they is Mad Genius, I think. I forgot them guys look like. Because dude was trying to act like people was clout chasing off him. He was the most watched channel on YouTube. Yeah, Calvin, and well, when Blitz, when I started like just picking apart his narrative, that when he told me come on the show, and I said, well, we could do the show at a neutral site or somebody we both cool with, I guess. So and we could do it there, cause on the show you go mute me, and all your minions go gang up on me, and I ain't gonna get a chance to talk. And if I'm saying stuff that you don't like, you just go cut me off and spin it. So now, and then once I got 1,000 subs, so they won't see like I'm trying to, I say, yeah, I do the show just to clout chase. And then when I asked him, I said, well, I accept your invitation now because I got 1,000 subs now. He spent it as like old boy said on here, Predator Kingdom, like I was clout chasing after him. If that was the case, I go to all the other sports people that talk about sports and stuff. There are people that got more subs than you, Blitz, that are LeBron lovers. Okay? So if I wanted to go that route, I could go to that dude that did the room for LeBron. He was a LeBron lover. I could have went to him. I could have went all the other guys that are LeBron lovers that got 10 times more subs than you. I could have just begged them to have a debate or whatever. So he spent it as that, as I'm trying to get subs off him. A lot of people, they'll go to that when they know that they don't want to just say you don't want to debate me. That's all you had to say. Okay. Yeah, I don't think that'll be me debating him will probably be like the Pacquiao Mayweather thing. It'll be long overdue, and it probably won't be as exciting, you know. Cause Manny and Mayweather, it did like years before. It'd have been a more exciting fight, but they finally got it done, and it wasn't a good fight. So that'll probably be the equivalent of that. And I think he'll probably say no anyway too. So, you know, yeah, I've been hearing that he more chill now. You know, and it was like about 5, 6 years ago. Then, I mean, because I asked him, I declined the first time, and then I got some more subs or whatever, because I know people are gonna say that, oh, you use that to get subs, so I got some more. And when I got to a significant number in my eyes, I asked him again. Well, I accepted the invitation. Then he said no. Oh, yeah, because I ain't been listening to him as much. Like I glance at his channel probably like once or twice a year. Like while I'm on the live now, I check the channel. And last video he did with Kobe, that was 4 months ago. So I think that window probably closed. And uh, it's all good. 'Cause it was funny. I mean, if I look back, if I knew that he was gonna decline it, he was gonna take back the invitation when I got 1,000 subs. I wish I just would have did it then and just been on the show, you know. Cause I don't think I would do it just picking apart what he was saying. I was showing video. Well, I ain't show his video. I was just pointing at videos. I said, well, in this video you said this. But they don't. This sound like you biased because in this video, Kobe did the same thing. You went down his throat. So, and then his millions got involved. You don't know anything. Blitz got more subs. I don't know why people say people got more subs than you. I mean, unless you making like, I don't know, cause some YouTubers they make thousands and thousands of dollars a month or whatever. On YouTube, just on YouTube. Some quit their job to do it. And neither of us were in that position. Blitz wasn't, I wasn't. We all went to work too. We both went to our jobs. So unless he was like that, I guess it'll still be crazy for people to say that, come to my page and say that. But he wasn't in the position that he could quit his job and just do YouTube, and I wasn't either. So when people come in and say he got more subs than you, say that don't matter to me. Okay, Isaiah didn't have more subs than me at one point. And did I ever bring that up? No. I made videos on him like he had 1 million subs. I don't care if he had 1 or 1 million. Isaiah did videos, I did videos at each other. Lamont just did 1 video, I think 1 or 2 videos on me. And he in the YouTube. I didn't say, well, you only got this many subs, I didn't care. The videos were funny, cause he said he was gonna own me. He from Georgia too, Lamont. He stayed probably like an hour and a half away in another county. Like he said he was gonna own me and all that. I didn't look at his sub no more. I'm not gonna respond because you don't have this many subs. I didn't care. Yeah, Lamont was okay, but I don't know what Lamont is now. I mean, he from Cairo. I don't know. He said he was going to be I think he went to a church like teach religion or whatever. I don't know if he's going to be a pastor or whatever. I don't know what became it. I don't know if he should have been finished by now. That was Scottie Pippen James with Miami. So he should be finished by now if he continued and pursued it and went on through with it. So I don't know where the money is. I mean, I look at his Twitter, but ain't no activity on it. I may send him an inbox and see, how he been if he checking Twitter, you know. Who you got win the World Series? Well, it depends on who gonna be on the rosters. Oh, obviously I want the Braves to win, and it kind of hard to predict in baseball, to be honest. Cause look at the Nationals, last season. So it's kind of tough. And then super teams, you know, well, in the '90s, you could say that the Yankees were buying rings for getting all the people, but they first couple of rings, I mean, in the late '90s, it was a natural, team. They just add a couple of players here and there, so they wasn't, like a super team. They just were winning, you know. But in the 2000s, they started trying, like in the early to mid 2000s, they were getting all the hot marquee players, and they wasn't winning, winning World Series, you know. Lamont on ticket. On ticket. I don't understand it. Lamont be on ticket channel. You serious? Lamont don't be on no ticket channel. Lamont. I don't believe that. Yeah, I just checked that channel. He put a video 8 months ago in Cairo versus Carter. Yeah, what day he debated Lamont? Really his name Lamont. Well, it's funny just to say Lamont. Yeah, give me the day that he debated him. Cause I gotta hear this. Now I check this channel Lamont, cause I'm subscribed to Lamont, and he put a video like 8 months ago, so that was like late last year about Cairo versus another school. I don't think they're the same Lamont, man. It can't be. You know, just give us a specific day. Like, did he debate him this week? Like, did he debate him yesterday or last week? The last Tuesday? They give us a day so we could go. So I listen to it. I skim through it tonight to see, you know. But I just Lamont just he made a video like 8 months ago, so that was like November, I guess. But it was like a football game from Cairo. So I wrote under the comments. I like, what's good, man? I'm gonna see if he respond. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna check. Okay, that was Monday night, so that was yesterday. So I'm gonna check it out once I get off here. You know, cause it's just crazy that I don't, Lamont, the way he his schooling and stuff. I don't. It just won't fit him going on that show. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out and listen. And then if it was yesterday, I'm gonna check it out and listen. And see if it really is the Lamont we talking about. I guess you know which Lamont we talking about. You know, and if it's that one, I gotta listen to that. I just want to know why Isaiah is. You know, that's the main. That's yeah. I don't know where Isaiah is. You know what I'm saying? I said, man, what? I just want to know why Isaiah is. Comedian, let me see. No, this ain't Isaiah. That I don't know where Isaiah is. You know, the ticket TV. Uh, I find it hard to believe that the Saint Lamont. You know. Now I'm just looking. I'm just glancing through, trying to see what Isaiah. We all know, yeah, Kurt Webber Hall of Famer. Because you got to see in the basketball Hall of Fame, you got to factor in the college too. So, and you know, he made deep runs in the playoffs. Mhm. Yeah, yeah. I'm trying to. I looked at Isaiah Instagram page, but the page been shut down. You know, he deleted the page, so I don't know what went on with that. But them cats be going on for like 4 hours. You ever heard of the Virtuoso from Impact Wrestling? Nah, I never heard of it. I like ticket, but them cats be going on for like 4 hours. Yeah, I usually average around two, with the occasion 5 hours at one time, because I wasn't sleeping at all. But the difference is, I get one of the difference is, I usually do mine at night when I'm about to go to sleep. Um, like one of them days y'all asked me to check them out. I think I was off that day, and I checked him out, and he was doing call-in shows like early in the morning. Like it was like 8 o'clock. I'm trying to put, cause the battery about to go dead in the tablet. Uh, I was about to around 8, 9 o'clock. He was doing a call-in. It was on live then. That morning. Now I don't know where he from. I don't know if it's nighttime where he at, but it was by 8:30, 9 o'clock where I was at. And then I checked at the end of the day. He did probably like two or three more call in live shows or whatever. You know, I just do mine at night. Now I never heard of the Voceroso, the Vos Virtuoso. Let me see who that is. Do y'all think Tully Blanchard daughter look straight? I mean, she look okay. Yeah, I heard about that. That would make me think about her when you say Impact Wrestling. I'm trying to Google to see the Virtuoso. She must be Italian or something. Yeah, she's great. She said country was fine, so she had no intentions on re-signing back. Like Impact come on, but I don't know when it come on, and I don't think I have the channel either anyway. So I just catch it here and there, and just keep my ear to the ground about some of the stuff going on. You know, but yeah, I like Tully Blanchard daughter. I mean, she good looking. You know, she probably gonna show up on WWE once all this die down. I mean, she could wrestle Charlotte Flair. The Four Horsemen thing. You know, yeah, I don't have that channel. So no, I don't have that channel. Yeah. I don't think I met. I'm trying to think if I ever met a Italian. Yeah, I don't think I ever met an Italian female like in person. Uh, like they were. I don't know. I just thought they were white, but as far as like looking like an Italian, I don't think I. You know, there probably ain't too many of them down here where I stay. You know. So, but yeah, man. I'm trying to think. Because I don't want this vacation go to a waste. So I'm gonna take some more of them sinus pills. Like I don't have a hit. Like I ain't hurting around my eye area right now. Yeah, there ain't none. Cause I think I saw some Italian. Cause it was like a pizza place here, and it was like some old Italian guys. They ain't look like mobster, but they look like the father of mobsters. Like they were wearing like clothes like older people wear, and it looked like they were like in their 80s or something. And they weren't dressing like mobsters and stuff, but you could tell they was Italian. With suspenders and the what I mean, like how grandfathers and stuff look. I saw a couple of them before at a pizza place. They owned the pizza place, but that's about it. Like for people my age, I ain't never saw no Italians around here. Yeah, yeah, probably in Atlanta, but not here in my city. I mean, they probably of course they probably some of everything here, but for like Italians, I ain't never met any like any of my age or any females that look that you could probably think they're Italian. I ain't never met any, or saw any really. Yeah, I kind of feel they down there in Florida, you know. And in New York, I saw a lot of them in New York when I went. Yeah, this week have been a year since I've been up there. It don't even seem like that long, you know. It just time just fly, I guess, cause it don't even seem like it seemed like it was yesterday when I was getting on that plane and stuff, you know. God, I can't believe it been a year. I don't know what she is. I just thought she was a white woman, you know. Yeah, yeah, there ain't none down here in Albany. Uh, it probably less than 1% to be honest. Like you don't see a lot of Asians here. You see Hispanics, well, the majority of people here are black people and white people and I saw some Jewish people. Had that little hat they wear. I saw some of them, and I saw like some Amish family once or twice. Uh, but as far as Italians, I ain't never saw any. I don't think unless they ain't look like it. And Asians ain't that many down here. We probably listed probably 1 or 2%, and then Hispanics you see some you see a lot of them, but majority of black people here, you know. Oh, yeah, cause the only Asian I ain't and what I'm about to say I ain't trying to be funny. It's just the truth. Like the only Asian I see they own the Chinese restaurants here. Like it's one, two. I'm trying to think. Okay, one right here, one over there. That's two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. I think like 8 Chinese restaurants, and that's the majority. That where you mostly see them at. You know, it's like 8 Chinese run, give or take, probably two more or something. But like I'm just thinking about the 8 I went to. Think about 8 Chinese restaurants out in my city, and there was they be it. Like I rarely see some in a grocery store or Walmart and stuff like that. I saw some Jewish people, a couple of times. They had the hat on and stuff, and some Amish people or whatever the Amish. I'm sure it's more sub groups of Amish, but they dress like Little House on the Prairie. So I just assumed they were Amish. You know. Uh, yeah, but yeah, it just. I'm trying to think of the next. I want to go to New York again. I mean, I'll be fine just visiting New York every year, to be honest. I mean, I want to go to California, but true story. Uh, I would think between New York and California, and I ultimately decided on New York. And thank God I did, because during that same time, around the 4th of July last year, they had that earthquake, and I think I probably would have fainted or had a heart attack if I were there. And cause one of my the female I know from work, I think I mentioned her before. She from California, and she was there visiting her family, and she was there during the earthquake. So I texted her. I asked her where she everything fine. She said she left. They left before the earthquake really started jumping off or whatever. No, she said she was there, I think. But I I'll put to you like this: if I was there in California when that earthquake happened, even if it was a tremor, because I ain't never experienced anything like that before. I'm sure it's probably common that you feel a tremor in California, but that was like a major tremor last year. I'll put to you like this: if I was over there and that happened, I'd never go to California again. That would have scared me out of not visiting California again. You know, like for example, if I took my first flight and it was a plane crash, but I survived, I never fly again. You know what I'm saying? So I hope I ain't. I'm sure a lot of people think that. You know, cause if I was over there and that earthquake, that tremor or whatever would have happened, that would have scared me out of California, and I never went there again. You know. so So I picked New York because New York was always on my list since I got out of college. I just wasn't making enough money at the time when I was working at the call center. I wanted to go to New York back in like 2007 and 8. I was thinking about driving up there, because the car I got now, it was new. And I was thinking about just driving up there for a week, you know. Yeah, but I had a good time in New York, and I didn't even visit all the place I wanted to visit, you know. But I started putting extra money to the side or from my yeah, that too, you know. But the earthquake would have scared me to half to death. I think I probably would have had a heart attack. You know, if I was over there and that tremor happened last around the 4th of July last year. I would have probably would have left that day or that next day. I said, look man, I'm giving me a bus ticket. I'm out of here. You know. I can't deal with this. You know. And I never would have visited California again. But I picked, because New York been always my place since 2007, 2008, So I finally went years later. I don't know. It just I find excuses of not doing stuff. I wish I would have went earlier. Years earlier. Well, I ain't see no big rats. I guess I ain't went. I don't know. The Airbnb I was at was relatively clean. It was somewhere in Brooklyn, and I went to the main sites, and I caught the subway. 'Cause I still got the Metro card and stuff. My friend had a possum infection. Well, thank God I ain't experienced that there. And like the air, like I don't know, I guess I couldn't tell, but I didn't you know I guess I don't know if I don't. I was at Times Square and stuff like that. Then I went to Staten Island. I ain't noticed the smell. Somebody else told me that too. The lady I worked with, she said that too. She went there and she was saying something about the pollution or whatever. I ain't really noticed it. I guess you know. But one thing, everybody knew I wasn't from there. Like the people I talked to, they knew I wasn't from there. Okay, yeah, I went to those two places. Like the people like when I was catching the bus, cause it was like about 12 o'clock at night, you know, when I was heading back to my Airbnb. So I was at a bus stop, and it was like an older black lady. She had to be like in her 60s. Like she dressed nice. I don't know if she was coming from work or coming from a function. And she was waiting, and I was like, I just was talking, having small talk. And she said, "You ain't from here, are you?" And I said, "No, ma'am, I'm from Georgia." She said, "I kind of feel you from the South." Everybody said that, my accent, like it seemed normal to me, but and my surroundings here, but like it was about two or three people said that to me when I talked to them, because I went to Walgreens because I had like a headache when I got off the flight. So I went to Walgreens to get some NyQuil, you know. And then the lady asked, are you from here? And I said, no, I'm from Georgia, you know. So the lady, the cashier, or whatever. So about three people told me that, you know. I must not be around here or whatever. But I had a good time, man. I know it probably could have been better, but next time I'm gonna have a good game plan on what to do and where all to go. I'm just so excited to be in there. I just wanted to just catch the subway. You know, go to Times Square or whatnot. So I was just so starstruck, I guess. I don't know if that's the word, but yeah, I ain't never. I mean, they got possums here. Not. They be going to people's houses and stuff. But you'll see a dead armadillo or a dead possum on the road, like occasionally. But it's not an infection like you see them by the dozens and whatnot. You know. And I'm blessed not to stay in an apartment with rats and stuff, like mice or whatever. So I was blessed, even in the neighborhood. Our house wasn't the in tip top condition and for different stuff, but we ain't never saw any rats there. Yeah, the big roaches. Like this the thing about the big roaches. Like okay, from my experience in my old where I grew up at, they usually come from the trees and come from outside on the trees. I don't know what the name for them is, but cause I'll put to you like this, like in the like some days, probably once every other month, during the summertime especially, that when you usually see them. Like if I go to the back door of my apartment, I see one like at the door inside the house at the door dead. They'll come from outside and then they'll die right there because I rarely go in the back door area, and then they'll be there dead. But as far as me seeing them, like I'm sitting down in the living room, they start passing by and stuff. I don't see. They come from outside. I think some people say come from the trees or whatever. Yeah, yeah, they real, they big, and some of them fly. You know, but usually, like so far since I've been staying here, they either be dead. I either see one, and it's rare. I see one dead in the back door area, or when I take a shower, that one probably come in through the window or something. Cause sometimes I leave the window open a little bit, and they'll come in through there, and they'll be dead in the bathtub. But but as far as yeah, some of them do fly. That's scary, you know. Yeah, that they look. Yeah, Florida wood cockroach. Yeah, yeah, they look like them big ones. Either they'll be one of them be dead in the bathtub or one of them be dead in the back door or something. But as far as you know, you sitting down in your house and they just crawling around the house. Now I ain't never saw nothing like that. I rarely see one, you know, every blue moon, and it usually in the summer, you know. Yeah, and down there in Florida, man, I heard that the alligators be walking around like stray dogs and stuff in some parts. You know, when I went to Louisiana with the Charger fan and his wife, they stayed on base, but it was like a house or whatever. So they had a fence around the house. Cause his daughter was real small then. His daughter had to be like 3 or 4. And yeah, and then he said there were alligators and stuff around, and you know they were grilling, so he was throwing the food. I said, man, I wouldn't throw that uh, out there in the back, man. You said it'd be alligators and stuff, but they had a fence around their house. He said, hey, I said, man, I don't know, man. Your daughter, you know, be in the backyard playing, and that thing could power through the fence, you know. So he stopped. Yeah, yeah, I heard about the alligators down there in Jacksonville, man. They be like dogs and stuff, you know, like a stray dog. That was somebody I knew stayed down there told me, you know. And yeah, boy, as far as bugs here, like on my front porch, you know, you got like the corners. Sometimes it be a wasp nest forming, but the apartment people got exterminators that come like once a month, once or twice a month. But I be at work usually when they come, and they'll leave a card saying this house been exterminated by Adams. That's the name of the company. Now I don't know if they've been doing this since the pandemic, you know, but you know, like a wasp nest had formed in the corner in the front on the front porch. So I got some wasp spray, and it was just one wasp, but it was like a little nest that was forming. So I just sprayed it. It killed them instantly, you know. That one thing I'm scared of, them wasps, you know. And you know, so the house, I mean, this a good place to rent it, man. I mean, since I've been staying here, you know, like a house bug, a house roach, I think I probably saw like probably less than five or less. Cause I've been here since 2013. I think I probably seen 5 house bugs, like a roach, a little, not the big ones, the little ones. I think I probably saw them probably like less than 5 times, 5 times or less at different times since I've been staying here. Cause the place relatively clean. At least my house is. You know, they do inspections and everything, so I make sure that my house stay clean. And then as far as food, um, you know, I got a big one of them. I don't got like a little trash can in the house. I got one of them big ones for leaves that hold a 39 gallon. So that'd be my trash can. I got it right by in the area where the wash and dry at. I got a big trash can there, and I got a deep freezer there. So I use a 38 gallon trash can, my main trash can. I got little ones like one in the bathroom. I got a little in my bedroom, but usually when I eat, I dump it into the trash can, the big trash can, and I empty out the trash once or twice a week, whenever it get full. So as far as infestations and stuff like that, they don't happen with me. Now I do now as far as trash like food, pieces of food everywhere, I'm good with that. Now I am guilty of like when I take out my socks, and I don't really count that being dirty or nasty. Like when I take out my socks, I just lay it on the floor over here. When I take out my pants, I just lay them over there. Like so I got like around the house clothes. Everybody should have some. During the winter I wear sweatpants when I just be around the house or go to my friend's house. And so when I get home, I just take the sweatpants, just lay them across the couch or lay them on the floor over here, or lay my socks over there. So that's my only problem. But as far as dirty, the bathroom being stinking and and stuff like that, and the stuff ain't clean. Everything be clean, but you know that's just the only problem. I just leave my socks everywhere, or my pants everywhere. Now my boxer, I don't leave that everywhere. Once I got a dirty a laundry basket for my dirty clothes. So when I take out my boxers, when I take a shower, so I throw that in there. I don't have drawers everywhere. I just have socks. If I take a t-shirt off, I just lay it across the couch. That's my only. If that's a problem, that'd be it. Because some people house you going to, it be you don't want to be rude or nothing, but and I ain't no neat freak like, oh man, they gotta be spotless. I mean, it's clean, it ain't stinking, you don't see any crumbs anywhere, but I ain't no neat freak, but some people, like one day, like a couple of times, like especially when I first moved over here, my mom used to come over here and clean up. And that junk looked like you just moved in. When she came over here and did it. Like she like I go to work and she said, I clean up your house, just buy the have the stuff to clean up with there, and I give her the key, and then when I get home from work, the house will be spotless. Now I can't clean up like that, but I clean up, Now, when she clean up, you can eat off the floor. Not so much with me. I mean, it be clean, but it don't be like how she be doing it. She be doing it like you just moved in the apartment. So what I do is, if I'm expecting a female over and the house ain't up to snuff, I usually ask her to come over here and clean up the house. I don't tell her why, but I say, hey, you got time today? Could you I could drop you off over here while I go to work, and I give her some money and stuff, while I buy something that she need. If I'm expecting like a female or something to come up like later that week or whatever, like if I'm expecting somebody Friday, like I'm gonna cook dinner or something, I ask my mom could she clean up the house today, and then I maintain it until I have company or whatever. If it's something like a dinner date or dinner at home, but female in general, know how to clean better. They ain't that sexy. I'm just, that's why I seen. I mean, that's just what my grandma knew how to clean good. My mom. You go female house, they house be clean, be look like something out of a magazine. On the kitchen counter, cause I got, what I'm saying, it clean. I don't know if the guys that listen to this, like, I got the thing that you put the dishes in on the side of the sink, like bowls and stuff. But you go over female house, it be all neat and in order. But my stuff, it just be piled up. The bowls and stuff clean, and the Tupperware and everything, and spoons and everything clean. I just stuff the spoons on the little, in that little slot where the spoons go on the little thing. And then the dishes, instead of putting them in the slots, the dishes, I just put the bowls and everything just on there. It just be piled up. But you go to a female house, or if somebody live with their wife or girlfriend, it be all neat and in order. Is I'm the only one that do that? Just pile the stuff on the little dish. I don't know what the name of it. But that's what I do. And I went over some more, like some of my friends, how it's just them, and they do the same thing. They just pile all the bowls in the little dish holder thing by the sink. But the females, it be all neat, and the bowls be stacked up right and everything. But I don't do that. Soon I wash them, I just put them in that little thing or whatever. you know. But that's just females. But I finna go, y'all. I finna give me something to eat. Well, I went to the grocery store today, so I finna cook me something real quick. Cause like I said, I didn't have an appetite today, cause I think I had a sinus infection, according to what multiple people told me. So I didn't eat any breakfast. So when I went to get the sinus medicine, I didn't want to cook, so I just grabbed a burrito. And that's the only thing I ate. I put some in my stomach before I took that sinus pill. So I'm gonna take another one after I get off, but I'm gonna whip up something right quick, and then I'm gonna take that sinus pill. Then I'm gonna be asleep probably. And depends on how I'm feeling, I might go to the gym in the morning. I don't have to go to work, so I ain't gonna get up that early. Whenever I naturally wake up, I go to the gym. But alright, man, y'all have a good rest of the day or night. Peace.